Alright, so the game does feel like it's struggling a little bit, and I don't know why. Shame. Why now are we getting all of these things? I mean, like, I'm not complaining, mind you, but I just wish it was sooner. Because this is a goddamn money sink, and I'm all for it. Don't you get me wrong. Hang on. And don't get me wrong, I also like the idea of like taking other teams and building other teams up. Yeah, that is still of interest to me, but I don't know. It's not a thing, I guess it's not really a thing I'm currently super interested in doing. I suppose realistically I am sort of more interested in just getting the series done at this point. I don't know, it would be much nicer though. And I definitely could have taken some time, and I should have taken some time to up my rank. That is on me. We have a bunch of apples, we got a perfect apple, big apple, we got a bunch of seeds. I don't think I need all of these. I think the eye drops are pretty good, but the blast seed is more of just an emergency weapon. And I think we got enough reviver seeds, I think we got enough apples. Probably more than we need, honestly. Actually, I do need to get an invitation out because, good lord, I'm totally going to run into another mystery house. I'm gonna need it. Yeah, I really do wish there was... Yeah, I really do wish there was more of a money sink. I guess I just want to see what... You know, honestly, ooh... You know, Meteor Cave, honestly, is not that bad. Turn down. Turn down. Turn down. Oh my god. Sorry, Totodile. Meteor Cave is a short little dungeon. Lightning Field also isn't too bad. So, like, I could take those missions, definitely, for some grinding. I also wonder... I don't know, I would do something where, like, if you hit max rank, then you're gonna... If you hit max rank, then you, like, any excess points do actually translate into something, but... Yeah. I'm gonna probably... Off screen, I will probably do a little bit of, editing here. Make sure that I grind out for the rest of the game. Because, you know, we still got stuff to do here. Which is a thing. I don't know why I needed to use Earth Power there, but okay. Oh, I did grab an invitation, right? I don't need... sometimes where I genuinely am like, wait, I do not remember if I did this thing. I think I didn't. I think I genuinely did not grab an invitation. No, I did. Okay, good. I do really wish I had a ranged attack. See, I would love, like, a Magician Rabbit Pokemon. Actually, you know what? I think I mentioned it, but I was really disappointed that the Mochi Pokemon thing, DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I was really disappointed it wasn't, like, like a rabbit with a hammer. Because I know there's the one Pokemon whose name I can't remember, but the fairy type with the hammer, and they're amazing. They're amazing, but they're also like a rabbit with a hammer that's like does the mochi stuff that also maybe could be a fairy type. And yeah, you see where I'm going with that. But like, I don't know. There's a lot of things about that, right? I don't know. Just trying to think. Well, I don't know. Just thinking about how we've had... Alright, so Pokemon Generation 1. Yeah, Pokemon Generation 1 was the Game Boy. Gen 2 was the Game Boy Color. Gen 3 was the Game Boy Advance. Gen 4 was the DS. Gen 5 was the DS. Gen 6 was the 3DS. Gen 7 was the 3DS. Gen 8 was the Switch, Gen 9 was the Switch, so I guess logic would dictate that Generation 10 and 11 will both be on the Switch too. Although actually, hold on, let me mentally think about this here. So so the first three were, yeah. So the first three consoles all had one game per generation. I'm tired and I should not be thinking this hard. I don't know. Technology is a funny thing, right? And software is a funny thing. Where it's like, it very much is a field that has grown very much. I don't know. I don't know if there is any, like, sense of a plateau. Like, I know the firearms industry has very much sort of plateaued in recent years, where, like, yeah, I mean, maybe you've got, like, some new interesting things coming out in the industry, but basically, there hasn't been any new developments, any really new, meaningful developments, directly related to firearms in, you know, like, 60 years or whatever. Like, the biggest thing is red dots and scopes and, you know, like, and otherwise it's just, you know, improvements in quality. It's not bad, but, you know. Also, I'm sorry, you know what? I'm just realizing, I was mentioning in whatever, like, last episode or whatever, that, whatever, sorry. That, like, oh, hey, I'm getting, like, fucking Taco Bell. Fucking Taco Bell is making a fapping joke or a masturbation joke in their ads. Ugh. Now I'm getting a fucking ad for condoms on SoundCloud, so, like, yeah. And that's the thing I just don't care about. Alright, what we got? I also have to remember auto. I don't know, I guess I sort of like zone out, and sometimes I use auto, sometimes I don't. In terms of auto is great though. Like I mentioned before, auto is just great because the movement in this just does feel a little bit finicky. And if I do go on to do like ROM versions of like other Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, and like I'm really curious what that's actually gonna feel like. So I think I have played it, but I don't know, it feels like I don't know. Maybe it did feel different, maybe it didn't feel different. I don't know. Also, sorry, Kingler, Crab dude. Oh. Oh no! Oh, I can't. This is just not gonna do anything. What am I doing? Oh, very nice. The auto is great in the times when I need to be away from the keyboard. Now, I am also wondering... Yeah, you know what? I am wondering now. So I'm just drinking some Kvass, and you know, I wonder... I don't know what the process is to harvest yeast. I remember in middle school learning that medieval people did not drink water because it was infected or whatever, or it had, you know, diseases or whatever. It's like, I think any logical person would probably say that, like, no, like, humanity could not, as much as we would try, would not have survived if we literally only solely drank alcoholic beverages. And you can boil water. Like, boiling water, filtering water, filtering water, I don't know how well filtering would have worked in those days, right? But like there are ways that with medieval technology you can get clean drinking water that is just water and completely fine. That being said though, having made like Kvass, assuming that the fermentation actually does its thing, right? You know, like, you don't necessarily need to make... Also, we are going for that Cyndaquil. You don't necessarily need to make, like, super alcoholic beverages. You can have it pretty, not watered down, but, you know, you can do the thing. Also, actually, you know what? Oh, okay, sorry. Now that I'm thinking about it, no. That's not even a thing, though, because... part of the making of, like, Kvass also involves boiling water. So, like... And, I mean, I guess it doesn't necessarily have to involve boiling water, but, like... But no, it still involves boiling water at some point if you want an actual tasty beverage. So, like... I don't know. I'm sure it's like, and there are people who probably just drink water not knowing because they just didn't know. or maybe even frankly didn't care, and probably some people who lucked out and somehow didn't die immediately. You know, is also, I mean, like, there's a lot of stupid things that humans get down to, and that is one of those things. Defying the odds, so to speak. But yeah. Oh, roller time, baby! Also, it's man with the machine gun time, which is always nice. Dude, man with the machine gun, like, I don't know. I have a friend who's super into Final Fantasy VIII, and like, I'm not super into Final Fantasy VIII, I think I mentioned earlier, in this session, a few videos ago, that, you know, like, Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, I've got, like, there are things to like about all of them. Final Fantasy VIII, I don't know. I feel like I want to dislike Final Fantasy VIII more than I actually do, because it's just a weird system, and in my mind it doesn't do an amazing job explaining things, and the tutorial is really like obtuse. So I don't know. But Final Fantasy VIII has the Moombas, and I still cannot believe that the Moombas did not become like an amazing, like, did not become like a super serious staple. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it's unfortunate nonetheless. I also saw a thing that teddy bears are called teddy bears because of Theodore Roosevelt. And I don't know. I think every politician, or at least every like US president, has some skeleton in their closet. If you like, I would not necessarily say that any are good. But the story goes that Teddy Roosevelt was on a hunting trip, and they didn't have anything, and they didn't get anything. So somebody captured a bear and like tied a bear to a tree or whatever. It was like, yo, if you want something, you can shoot this. And Roosevelt was like, no, what? I'm not gonna, like, this is just not sportsmanlike behavior. And then apparently that was, somebody tried to conceive that or construed that as Teddy Roosevelt being a coward or something for not shooting a defenseless bear, and not like I'm like, what the fuck? No, that's just a solid win moment right there. And like I said, there is some skeleton in Teddy Roosevelt's closet. I think there's a show. Yeah, there's a show that's like detailing, things with Teddy Roosevelt, and it obviously it makes him out to be a rad dude. And again, there absolutely is some skeleton in his closet, as with any politician and many people, just in general. But like, oh, there we go. So I think I can find Riolu. I don't know if it's here necessarily. I want to say maybe the Fantasy Strait might be more likely. We'll see. Oh, okay. Definitely not the baby Pokemon I was hoping for, but okay. I'm also trying to piece together. I mentioned when I was going through Silver Trench that I had a video, and I was watching a video detailing Birdo, like the history of Birdo in the Mario franchise. And actually, interestingly enough, Birdo is super a trans icon. The problem is I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if the implication is supposed to be that Birdo is a trans man or a female, because I don't know, because it's like this is from like the 90s or the 80s, possibly. A lot of the the first dialogues about it, so it's like he thinks he's a woman or something is what it's in like the earliest descriptions, right? And it's like, I don't know. And also there was one time where like very explicitly they like Birdo was actually voiced by queer people for a thing. There was also some very interesting depictions of Birdo. I saw a thing in actually don't know. Oh yeah, there was also a thing with apparently Birdo has some cameos in like some of the new Paper Marios where she sings. Yeah, I don't know. Birdo is an interesting thing. That's a really good thing. I think I have an efficient band, several efficient bands though, so I don't necessarily have I started playing Birdo just because like I started playing Birdo in Mario Party because I was like, hey, Yoshi is my first pick, and then Yoshi didn't do too well for me, so I was like, okay, I'll try out Birdo, and Birdo did well for me the last time, so. Okay, what is this? This is something. Also, I'm sorry, wait, did I see... Oh, Tiny Reviver Seed. I saw something that was larger than the rest of the stuff, and I was like... Oh, damn. I really don't want to miss out on all these evolution crystals, but this is a really short and fast way to get here, so I'm gonna miss out on them, but it's okay. Level 62 Cyndaquil. I don't know what you're doing with your life, bud, but we'll have you evolve. Or maybe not. Alright. So, before we end things off here, let's just see if we unlocked anything else. I think I honestly, like, I don't know if I have enough videos to make it through the week. Which is not a bad thing. But I definitely have enough for Thursday, right? I think. If I split everything up all nice. So we have Buried Relic. We have Wish Cave. We have Purity Forest. We got Joyous Tower. Holy shit, do we have some things to do. See if we have any more. No, we don't have any super duper missions, but that's okay. What do you got? You gonna have more vitamins? Hell yeah. I really wish you had more apples regularly. I don't think the TM's really changed too much, but I don't know, I could be wrong. I almost feel like writing a comic. You know, honestly, and this is such a like last minute like, hey, if you stick, I don't know, sorry. This is like a. I'm kind of like, you know what? Okay, so obviously, like Cloud, normally I would have the main character in a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I would name them after myself to be a sort of self-insert, right? That's just how I would operate. But, you know, I do kind of like the idea. I do kind of like the idea of just being like, hey, of like actually developing this character and maybe writing a comic or a little story about them as a person. And then having myself as a Sandslash or other related Pokemon. And that way I don't have to worry about specific characters. Okay, so I do have. I'm probably gonna I'm gonna probably take a fucking nap because I'm dead ass tired. I am gonna make sure though that that Railu has a different rare quality that is going to boost me a little bit more. Is going to be a little bit more helpful for somebody who's at max level, but we might actually, maybe I'll keep it for like Joyous Tower and all the stuff that I resets level. Until next time. Have a good day, great day, even. Chowskis.